Amidst the seemingly motionless savanna, even the slightest movement can shatter a predator's advantage. A lion might close in with a clear edge, but a poorly timed burst of speed or a swift reaction from the prey can quickly widen the gap and turn the tables on the chase. As opportunities slip away, one after another, what is the limit that determines whether a lion persists in the pursuit or is forced to give up? Amidst the grasslands and open forests of sub-Saharan Africa, African elephants move in herds, maintaining distance to protect one another. Adults can weigh over 10,000 pounds and stand over 10 feet tall, so they are rarely direct targets. However, when one elephant deviates from the herd's rhythm, the distance increases, and thus the risk of being tracked begins to build. On the edge of the area, a group of lions observes from the front, keeping their bodies low to minimize detection. They adjust their position to the target's movement, not rushing to close but waiting for the distance to narrow. When the right moment arises, they accelerate briefly to apply pressure, forcing the target to constantly change direction in the confined space. While this is happening, the elephant herd behind quickly approaches and rejoins the formation. Elephants react to the presence of lions, especially when there are cubs, by proactively moving closer to maintain distance. This approach forces the lions to stop and retreat from the area. Once the formation is restored, the elephants maintain distance and control the surrounding space. The lions leave and cease their approach. The outcome depends on how well each side maintains distance throughout the process. In the vast savannas of Africa, giraffes maintain distance and keep their heads high to observe from afar. A mature individual can be over 15 feet tall and weigh over 2,500 pounds, with powerful front legs capable of reacting quickly when approached. When separated from the herd's movement, this distance decreases, and the risk of being tracked begins to emerge. While that distance is gradually shortening, a pride of lions adjusts its position and begins a pursuit in an open direction. They don't approach all at once, but maintain distance and accelerate in bursts, forcing the giraffe to constantly change direction. When a lioness leaps to get close to the giraffe's neck, the distance is narrowed in an instant. At that moment, the reaction is immediate. The giraffe regains its balance and delivers a front kick in the direction of the approach. The thrust caused the lions to lose momentum and retreat, instantly opening up a gap and interrupting the pursuit. Once the distance was maintained, the giraffe continued moving and left the area. The lion pride then stopped and did not pursue further. The outcome was that the timely reaction negated the initial advantage of approaching the giraffe. In the water-rich grasslands of sub-Saharan Africa, buffalo herds maintain dense formations to support each other. A mature male can weigh over 500 pounds and possesses curved horns that provide powerful thrust when reacting. A point in the formation is held back, reducing the support distance, and this spacing gradually opens up the risk of being approached. At this point, a group of lions, already positioned, begin to advance from multiple directions. They don't charge immediately, but tighten the space, forcing the buffalo to constantly change direction. The prolonged pressure slows the target's reaction, and the pressure is maintained in stages. When the pressure reaches a breaking point, another buffalo charges from behind. Next, the entire herd turns and advances into the area at high speed. The collective thrust and unified direction of movement dislodge the lions. The risk of a head-on collision forces them to separate, thereby quickly freeing up the target. As soon as distance is re-established, the buffalo herd maintains formation and continues moving, thereby quickly restoring a stable rhythm. Then, the lions leave the area and cease their approach, completely ending the pressure. The outcome is achieved when the collective response is sustained long enough to disrupt the entire approach process. In the arid lands of South and East Africa, oryx maintain a clear distance between individuals to preserve their vision. Each weighs approximately 300 to 450 pounds and possesses a pair of long, straight horns that are always pointed forward when necessary. A prolonged pause at the edge of the group alters the distance, thus gradually revealing an easily accessible position. Once this position becomes clear, the lion, already waiting, begins to approach in short strides. It pauses repeatedly to avoid detection, then shifts to a direct approach when close enough, forcing the oryx to turn its head, thereby narrowing the space ahead and restricting its path. When the distance is reduced to a dangerous level, the oryx maintains its position and extends its horns forward. The lion cannot advance without a direct confrontation, so after several unsuccessful attempts, it slows down and retreats. From there, the distance widened again, and the situation ended when the lion stopped chasing. In the vast savannas of East and Southern Africa, African wild dogs operate in packs with a highly coordinated instinct. Each individual maintains a flexible distance and constantly adjusts their position to the movements of their pack. When danger is detected, they don't separate but strengthen their bond. so the surrounding space quickly becomes inaccessible. At a waterhole, a lioness appears and stops out of sight to observe. She remains silent while the pack of wild dogs gradually closes in, thus continuously compressing the distance between them. At the right moment, the lioness suddenly lunges and catches one individual, momentarily disrupting the formation. Immediately after that approach, the pack of wild dogs reacts in unison. They close in from multiple directions, constantly moving and applying pressure, preventing the lioness from maintaining a stable position. Under increasing pressure, the lions had to release their target and retreat, thereby reopening the distance and freeing the captured individual. Once the distance was re-established, the pack of wild dogs maintained their formation and continued moving. The lions then stopped and ceased pursuit, thus maintaining the advantage for the pack through continuous coordination. Along the Serengeti grasslands, herds of wildebeest move in a line, maintaining distance to observe their surroundings. Each wildebeest weighs approximately 400 to 600 pounds and maintains a steady pace within the group. The pace slows at a point in the line, causing a gap to open up, thus drawing attention from outsiders. As the gap widens, two young lions, positioned low, approach after a period of observation. They don't move continuously, but stop in short bursts to minimize detection. When close enough, they press from both sides, forcing the wildebeest to constantly change direction, further reducing the distance. While the distance is being squeezed, the reaction is quick. The wildebeest turns and uses its horns to maintain the gap, creating short stretches. However, the pace is no longer consistent. At one point, the horns hooked onto the front leg of one lion and pulled it off balance. Shortly afterward, the situation reversed. The other lion slowed down and did not continue to press. A gap opened up, allowing the antelope to break free from the forced direction and return to the herd. Once the distance was maintained, both lions stopped and did not pursue further. On the open grasslands of Africa, zebras maintain distance and always move in groups to reduce the risk of being approached. Their instincts rely on coordination and the ability to quickly turn their heads when needed to protect their pack. When a zebra fawn is separated from the group, the distance between mother and fawn changes, creating a temporary vulnerability. When that distance narrows, a lioness holds her position and waits for the right moment before pouncing. She approaches quickly and gains control of the fawn in an instant, creating an initial advantage. Immediately afterward, the mother turns around, closing in directly and repeatedly delivering kicks from behind, forcing the lioness to constantly change position. As the pressure increases, the lioness cannot maintain a safe distance from the continuous counterattacks. She is forced to release her fawn and retreat to avoid injury. With the space cleared, the mother zebra quickly led her foal away from the area, while the lion stopped and did not pursue further. Through each encounter, the common thread lies not in strength, but in who can maintain their pace and distance longer in the decisive moment. These failures show that even lions must stop when the prey's reaction is timely and strong enough to deflect their approach. And on that savanna, the outcome doesn't belong to the one who attacks first, but to the one who stands firm last. On sun-drenched savannas, among dense forests or along dry riverbanks, the jaguar emerges as a master hunter, possessing extraordinary agility and speed. From ambushing in trees, leaping through the air, to blending into dry grass while waiting for the perfect moment. Each hunt is a dance of strength, instinct and patience, where the fragile line between survival and defeat is drawn in just a few fleeting seconds. Across the sparse forests and sun-scorched plains of Africa, the leopard moves as the embodiment of elegance in the wild. It is neither the strongest nor the largest, yet it is the most perfect hunter in silence, weighing between 120 and 140 pounds. Its lean and agile body makes it a master of stealth. When night falls, its true world awakens. The leopard's eyes reflect faint light. Allowing it to see 6 times better than humans in the dark. One leap can cover more than 20 feet, enough to bring down prey before it even senses danger. Zebras are familiar grazers of the African plains. They are symbols of the savanna, strong, alert, and always moving in large herds. Each adult weighs between 500 and 700 pounds with powerful legs that can reach speeds near 40 miles per hour. Living in herds reduces their risk of predation as the mixed black and white stripes confuse predators from a distance. By the riverbank, under the shade of thick reeds, a leopard waits for hours. It lies motionless, its body pressed against the ground as if it were part of the landscape. When the herd begins to cross the river, the flowing water dulls their senses. A young zebra drifts slightly away, slowing down in the shallow stream. That is the moment the leopard has been waiting for. The mother reacts fiercely, kicking to protect her young. But the hunt ends quickly, as it has for thousands of generations, with victory belonging to the leopard. On the African plains, the porcupine stands out as a creature armed by nature itself. Its body carries over 20,000 sharp quills, each more than 12 inches long, capable of injuring any predator that dares attack. Though slow in movement, it has strong legs, quick reflexes, and remarkable defense instincts. When threatened, it doesn't run. It raises its gleaming quills, turning its own body into a living weapon. Under the burning midday sun, the leopard's eyes fix on a porcupine crossing the open grass. It takes careful steps forward, but the sharp quills force it to hesitate. Eventually, it gives up the chase. The porcupine turns calmly and continues its path, as if nothing ever happened. In the sparse forests south of the plains, a pack of Lycaon pictus, African wild dogs, moves in near-perfect harmony. They are renowned hunters, coordinating with unmatched precision. Each weighs about 50 to 60 pounds, built for endurance with long legs and steady stamina, able to pursue prey for more than 5 miles without slowing. No other predator possesses such strong pack unity. Amid the sunlight filtering through the trees, the pack weaves through the tall grass. From the shadows, the leopard watches. It knows this opponent is not an easy one. In a flash, the golden body bursts forward. One wild dog yelps in alarm, and within seconds, the entire pack turns back, forming a tight circle to fight together. The leopard is forced to retreat, climbing a tree for safety. But even there, it cannot overcome the relentless power of the pack. Under the blazing African sun, baboons stand as one of the most powerful and intelligent primates. They live in large troops that can exceed 100 individuals. The dominant male, weighing nearly 80 pounds, leads and defends the group. They communicate through calls, gestures, and glances, a complex network of signals that few species can match. But danger is always near. At the edge of the grassland, a leopard lies hidden. Its golden and black coat blends perfectly with the dry soil. It waits patiently, unmoving, its eyes the only part shifting with the wind. No roar, no chaos, just one perfect motion of instinct. The sudden leap sends the entire field into confusion. The baboons scream in panic, but the chase ends before anyone understands what happened. Victory belongs to the one who waits and strikes at the right moment. In the wild, that is not just instinct, it is the art of survival. The impala is graceful, clever, and ever alert. Each adult weighs about 130 pounds and can leap over 10 feet high and nearly 30 feet long in a single jump. When danger is sensed, the whole herd springs into motion, confusing predators with dozens of bodies moving at once. In the golden afternoon light of the African plains, a herd of impalas grazes quietly, hidden within the tall grass. The leopard watches every movement. It knows one mistake means failure and an empty stomach. When an impala strays from the herd, tension fills the air. The leopard advances, slow and deliberate. The wind tears through the silence. Dust rises, and the hunt is over before the herd even reacts. No roar, no struggle, only the quiet of victory. Across the vast African savanna, the cheetah reigns as the fastest creature on Earth. Its slender body weighs around 120 pounds, but its long legs and light frame allow it to reach speeds of up to 70 miles per hour in short bursts. Every stride is a blend of grace and precision, making it a master of the deadly chase. Two shadows appear on the plain, one swift and elegant, the other silent and powerful. The cheetah unknowingly crosses a boundary marked by the leopard's scent, a silent warning in the predator's world. In the wild, such trespass demands a price. Under the searing sun, the two face each other. The clash is as fast as lightning. In seconds, the leopard takes control and subdues its rival. In the natural order, territory is honor, and today, the guardian has prevailed. From a height of hundreds of feet, the eagle controls the entire space and detects even the slightest movement on the ground in a very short time. When the distance is close enough, it doesn't hesitate to swoop down directly, creating pressure from the very first moment of approach. In such situations, the outcome is often decided in just a few seconds before the prey has time to maintain a safe distance. Eagles are found in many areas from North America to Europe and Asia, often inhabiting high mountains, cliffs, and areas near large bodies of water. With a wingspan that can exceed 6 feet and a vision range of many miles, they can detect small movements from high altitudes in stable lighting conditions. The open space and altitude provide an observational advantage, helping them control their hunting grounds effectively. During the hunt, eagles maintain altitude and track their target for extended periods before approaching. When the distance is close enough, they descend rapidly and continuously adjust their flight path to keep the target under control. This instinct allows eagles to take precise timing, minimize errors, and maintain efficiency with each approach. In the frigid tundra regions around the Arctic Ocean, Arctic foxes live in conditions where temperatures can drop below -50 degrees Fahrenheit and still maintain a stable hunting activity. The vast snow-covered areas allow for the detection of movement from a distance, but also reveal the location of constantly moving foxes. In this environment, any changes in direction and speed can be tracked from above, thereby increasing the risk of being approached from the air. When a fox moves at full speed across the snowfield, a golden eagle maintains its observation position from above and begins to stalk it for an extended period. It adjusts its flight path according to each small movement of the target and gradually closes the distance, thus maintaining a continuous approach. At the opportune moment, the eagle retracts its wings and dives down directly, creating immense pressure in a very short time. Next, although the fox continuously changed direction to find an escape route, the distance was rapidly shortened as the eagle maintained its approach trajectory. In the decisive moment, the eagle maintained its position and control of the target, thereby limiting the fox's ability to escape its flight path. The situation gradually tilted as the fox could no longer maintain a safe distance and was trapped. From an observational perspective, This situation illustrates the role of altitude and timing in aerial hunting strategy. Therefore, the eagle's ability to continuously track its prey allowed it to maintain an advantage throughout the approach, while changes in direction on the ground were insufficient to break the established pressure. In the open woodlands and valleys of Yellowstone National Park, wolves utilize the terrain to navigate and control their hunting space. This species is widely distributed throughout the Northern Hemisphere and can operate in temperatures below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. In the open grasslands, any movement is easily detected from above, increasing the likelihood of being tracked from a distance. When a lone wolf crosses an open area, a golden eagle maintains its position high above and begins adjusting its trajectory to the target's movement. It gradually lowers its altitude and closes the distance in a short time, thus maintaining a steady approach. At the opportune moment, the eagle swoops down directly and maintains its close pursuit, forcing the wolf to constantly change direction to find an escape route. Continuing this, even as the wolf tries to maintain its movement and react continuously, the pressure from above remains undiminished as the eagle maintains its close approach. The gap was not restored, significantly limiting the eagle's escape route, thus shifting the advantage toward the attacker. The situation changed when the wolf failed to maintain a safe distance and was trapped within its control. From an overall perspective, altitude control and timing of approach played a crucial role in the entire sequence of events. Therefore, the eagle's ability to continuously monitor from the air allowed it to maintain its advantage, while a reaction on the ground was insufficient to alter the established course of events. In the Himalayas, mountain goats live on rocky slopes higher than 13,000 feet, where steep terrain and sheer cliffs limit many predators. They move steadily across narrow surfaces and choose routes close to their shelters. Their high adaptability allows them to appear from rugged mountains to semi-deserts. At this altitude, exposed areas are easily observed from the air, thus increasing the risk of being tracked when leaving the edge of the rock. As a mountain goat moves along the slope, an eagle maintains a mid-range position and watches for a short time. It adjusts its trajectory in the direction of movement and quickly closes the distance, thus maintaining a steady approach rhythm. At the opportune moment, the eagle swoops down and latches onto its target. However, the latch falls on an adult, causing the direction of movement to be pulled off, and both slide down the rocky slope. As it slid down, the goat maintained its balance on familiar terrain, preventing the eagle from securing an advantageous position. The distance was not re-established in a favorable direction, so the approach failed. The situation ended with the eagle being forced to leave, while the goat remained safe on its familiar terrain. In the vast wetlands and lakes of North America, Canadian geese live near water sources to find food and avoid environmental hazards. They are widely distributed across many continents and often migrate between areas with favorable conditions. Their high adaptability allows them to thrive in a variety of environments. Being near the water's surface makes them easily visible from above, thus increasing the risk of being approached. As soon as a goose surfaces, a bald eagle maintains a moderate altitude and watches, approaching repeatedly. It continuously adjusts its trajectory and dives down in rhythmic bursts. However, each time it gets close, the goose dives to avoid it. The chase continues as both maintain a short distance before each subsequent approach. At a moment of carelessness, the goose surfaces for longer than usual, causing the safe distance to be lost. The eagle quickly seized the opportunity and approached directly, thereby gaining control of its target in the decisive moment. The situation came to a halt when the eagle held the advantage, and the goose had no time to react and escape its reach. In seasonally snowy regions, Arctic hares change their fur color from brown to white to match the snow-covered environment. Their fur blends in with dry grass, rocks, or the snow surface depending on the time of year. This species typically chooses areas with a wide field of view to detect danger from a distance. In open terrain, even small movements can be observed from above, thus increasing the risk of being approached once they leave their covered area. When a hare detects movement from above, it immediately accelerates in the open area, while the eagle maintains a moderate altitude and follows from behind. The eagle adjusts its trajectory with each change of direction and quickly closes the distance, thereby increasing pressure with each approach. At the decisive moment, the eagle swoops down directly. However, just as its talons are about to strike, the hare jumps high, deflecting the trajectory and causing the approach to lose momentum. In the next phase of the game, the rabbit continued to accelerate and moved away from its approach trajectory, while the eagle needed time to stabilize its flight path. The distance was restored in the prey's favor, thus rapidly reducing the chances of being caught. The situation came to a halt when the rabbit escaped the area and the eagle missed the opportunity it had created. Snakes are widely distributed across many areas, from hot, dry deserts to humid tropical forests, adapting to a variety of environmental conditions. They are found on most continents except Antarctica and are typically active near the ground or in low vegetation. In this environment, small movements can still be detected from above, increasing the risk of a surprise approach. When a cobra moves in an open area, an eagle locates its position and approaches from a controlled distance. It descends gradually, choosing a landing point close to its target, while continuously adjusting its position to find a safe approach angle. As soon as the distance shortens, the snake raises its head and maintains a defensive posture, thus interrupting the approach several times. The eagle then maintains its distance and attempts to approach from various directions. However, each time it gets closer, it is met with a timely reaction from the snake. Prolonged confrontation prevents the pressure from remaining stable, thus gradually diminishing the advantage of approach. The situation shifts when the eagle can no longer maintain its advantageous position and begins to leave the area. The snake's quick reaction plays a crucial role in limiting aerial approach. Therefore, species with clear defense mechanisms can disrupt the approach strategy, forcing the opponent to adjust or abandon the situation. In Yellowstone National Park, mule deer live in valleys and slopes with abundant vegetation, where food and shelter are close together. Along the gaps between the trees, movement is easily observed from above, so the risk of being tracked increases when leaving the cover. As soon as a young deer enters the open area, the golden eagle maintains a medium altitude and watches closely. It adjusts its trajectory with each movement and quickly closes the distance, increasing the pressure with each approach. At the opportune moment, the eagle swoops down directly and follows its target, forcing the deer to constantly change direction in an attempt to escape. Continuing immediately afterward, even though the young deer tries to maintain movement, the distance is no longer recovered once the eagle maintains its position. The constant pressure diminishes the chances of escape with each passing second. The situation came to a standstill when the eagle gained complete control, and the deer was unable to maintain a safe distance. Amid misted tropical forests and sun-scorched fields, the king cobra appears as a symbol of authority and pure survival instinct. It is not only the longest venomous snake in the world, but also a keeper of order in the food chain. Its journey is more than the story of a predator. It is a vivid portrait of the line between strength, patience, and survival. The king cobra Ophiophagus. Hana is the longest venomous snake on Earth. It lives mostly in tropical forests and bamboo thickets of South and Southeast Asia. An adult measures from 10 to 18 feet and weighs around 20 pounds. Body color varies with habitat. Brown, olive, or black are common with faint bands running along the body. King cobras are solitary and active by day and night. They detect prey by sensing ground vibrations and by using the tongue to sample scent in the air. Despite their size, they avoid people and strike only when threatened. Across a dry plain that runs to the horizon under a brutal sun, a tall bird strides through yellow grass. This is the secretary bird. It is the only raptor that can kill snakes with its legs. It stands nearly 4 feet tall and weighs about 9 pounds. Its long legs deliver kicks over 50 foot-pounds. It does not need to fly to rule the ground. Gray, white, and black plumage, a lifted crest, and blade-sharp eyes give it the look of a lightly armored warrior. Through the wavering grass, another shape appears. A king cobra moves in silence. The clash lasts only a few breaths. The cobra surges with hood raised and fangs ready. Before it can strike, the bird's legs hammer down. A precise blow lands on the snake's head with a dry crack that echoes over the empty field. The bird lowers its head, grips the snake with its beak, and begins to swallow. The fight ends as so many do. Swift, decisive, without malice. In this world, survival is the art of precision. Today, the king cobra becomes the noon meal of the bird with the legs of death. Beyond the mongoose, the Cape ground squirrel can also challenge a king cobra. An adult measures about 18 inches and weighs nearly 3 pounds. They live in groups and dig deep burrows to escape daytime heat. They keep watch by standing upright and giving short alarm calls when danger appears. Their collective instinct helps protect the colony and young. On a sweltering afternoon, a king cobra, about 12 feet long, hunts through dry grass near a squirrel burrow. The snake moves closer. The female squirrel signals the alarm. She bounds out and kicks up dust to blind the intruder. The fight grows tense when a mongoose arrives after hearing the commotion. Hunting drive and chance of a meal pull it in. It is also a chance to remove a shared threat. On the hot ground, the showdown is brief yet intense. The cobra strikes with accuracy. The mongoose slips past with nimble turns. The squirrels use the time to retreat deep into the burrow and secure the young. Each species follows its own survival script. No side gains total control. In nature, the outcome is set not only by strength or speed, but by deterrence and by the limits that let different lives coexist. In a thin forest near a river's edge, the scent of fresh eggs drifts through the air and draws a hunting king cobra. The monitor senses movement. It pivots, lowers its body, and hisses a warning. The snake keeps a careful distance and moves in with measured steps. Heat, earth, smell, and heavy breath fill the tight space. As the lizard tires, the snake sees an opening. It slips to the side and closes on the nest. The fight ends quickly. In the heavy noon, the hunter reaches its goal and feeds on the eggs. It is a clear sign of the unbroken law of survival. The mongoose is a small, agile animal with lightning-quick reflexes found across South Asia and Africa. It is famous for resisting snake venom thanks to a special neural mechanism that reduces the effects of many neurotoxins, including those of the king cobra. On a quiet morning across open grasslands in southern India, a band of mongooses searches for food. Suddenly, a king cobra, about 14 feet long, slides out from a nearby clump of grass. The cobra strikes fast. Its head shoots forward with precise aim as it tries to seize one of the group. The mongooses respond with speed. The clash becomes a chain of short, exact tactical moves from both sides. The king cobra holds the advantage in length and reach. The mongooses hold the advantage in numbers and reaction speed. Every movement matters. Do you think a small mongoose can defeat the king of cobras? King cobras live alone and seek each other only in the breeding season. When a territory is breached, they become fiercely defensive. Fights between two king cobras are rarely meant to kill. They aim to set dominance and claim the ground. Each wrap and each raised hood warns that this place already has an owner. Near a small village in southern India, a male nearly 15 feet long detects an intruder. Another large male is moving in. The contest begins. They do not rush to bite. They lock and wrestle using body strength to force the other down. After a few minutes, one gains leverage and pins the rival low. The loser withdraws into the grass. No blood is shed. Only hard breathing and watchful stillness remain. The winner slides slowly around the area to reaffirm its claim. The reticulated python is the longest snake in the world. It lives in dense forests and swamps of Southeast Asia. An adult can exceed 20 feet and weigh more than 200 pounds. It has no venom, yet its coils are immensely strong. It ambushes near water and uses speed and crushing power to subdue prey within minutes. In In thick jungle, a 14-foot king cobra confronts a young, reticulated python. The python stirs, turns, and tries to coil its rival. The battle tilts toward the cobra. Its neurotoxic venom overwhelms a small, inexperienced python. Minutes pass. The toxin spreads and the python weakens. The king cobra begins to swallow its prey. The forest falls quiet. Afternoon light filters through the canopy and gleams on the cobra's brown gold scales. The hunt is over. Deep in the heavy air of the jungle, the king cobra prevails. It is proof of the survival instinct and the power of a ruling serpent. In the cold, white land of the Arctic, where blizzards and winds howl endlessly, the polar bear emerges as the absolute ruler. Each footstep imprinted in the snow is a declaration of strength and survival instinct. In a place where there is no mercy, only the laws of nature, the polar bear survives thanks to absolute endurance and patience. This world is a stage of ice and wind, where only the strong have the right to continue. The warrior polar bear of the wild Arctic writes a story of survival with strength, silence, and unyielding instinct. The polar bear is a majestic and solitary creature, a symbol of life in the frozen wasteland of the Arctic. An adult male can weigh up to 1,500 pounds and stand more than 10 feet tall. Its 12-inch wide paws help distribute its weight, avoiding breaking the thin ice as it moves. Its 4.5 inches of fat help retain heat even when temperatures drop below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Their sense of smell can detect prey from more than a mile away, a vital advantage in the icy world. They live alone, traveling hundreds of miles each season to track icebergs and food sources. Though powerful, with sharp claws and fangs, the polar bear's true strength lies in its patience and ability to wait for the right moment. Each step it takes is a testament to the enduring adaptation where strength and silence become one. The polar bear is not just a predator, but the embodiment of the will to survive against all odds. In a world where cold reigns, it stands as an eternal symbol of resilience and ecological balance. When seals and walruses are rare during the ice melt season, polar bears set their sights on a new target, a pod of beluga whales. These white creatures, about 15 feet long and weighing more than 3,000 pounds, often swim close to shore in search of food. They are agile, intelligent, and able to communicate with sounds that resonate far under the cold water. For polar bears, this is a risky opportunity that is both a source of life and a challenge to survival. A bear walked down to the water's edge, quietly watching the whales come up to breathe. He jumped in, trying to block their path, but the beluga was too fast and agile, escaping the encirclement in a blink of an eye. The second time, the two bears coordinated, one ambushing, the other attacking head-on. Water splashed. Cold breath mixed with the wind. Despite repeated failures, the bear's gaze remained steadfast, gradually moving closer at the perfect time. Finally, perseverance paid off. When a beluga surfaced for too long to breathe, the bear seized the opportunity and struck with precision. It was a moment of triumph after countless failures, a lesson in perseverance and survival instinct. In a world of ice, where strength does not guarantee victory, it is perseverance and not giving up that ensures survival. When summer comes, the ice melts, forcing polar bears to go ashore to find their main food, salmon, along the cold river. Black bears also appear here, agile and cautious, sharing the same rare fish resources. In the middle of that temporary land, the encounter between the two bears begins. A mother polar bear and two cubs were hunting for fish when the black bear approached. Reacting quickly, the mother bear roared loudly, stood up straight, and scared away the stranger to protect her cubs. The black bear gradually retreated, but the challenge was not over. From afar, a large male polar bear appeared, wanting to take over the fish area. Although smaller, the mother bear did not retreat, rushing forward, growling in the cold water. Finally, the male bear retreated, leaving the fish area for the mother and cubs. That moment is a testament to the strong maternal instinct and courage, where courage lies not in strength, but in the love of protecting life. On a thick stretch of ice near the shore, giant walruses gather in a dense herd. Each adult can weigh more than 3,300 pounds, with 6-inch thick skin and tusks up to 3 feet long. They do not run away when predators appear, but form a solid defense line, a wall of flesh and bone that is difficult to penetrate. With just one blow of tusk or body, a walrus can seriously injure an attacker. The polar bear approaches from a distance, its white body disappearing into the ice. It charges forward, attacking the edge of the walrus formation, but encounters fierce resistance. Each blow, each retreat leaves traces of exhaustion and bloody scratches. After many failed attacks, the bear stops, its eyes shining with fatigue but still steadfast. It retreats, carrying the wound of the unsuccessful battle, a testament to the strength of the walrus herd's unity. On the way back, the bear encountered a lone walrus near the water's edge, a rare opportunity. But as it approached, it slowed down, realizing the enormous size and strength of its opponent. Survival instincts arose. The bear chose to retreat not because of fear, but because it understood its own limits. In the harsh world of ice, wisdom is the most powerful weapon that nature has to offer. The harsh Arctic winter forces all predators to fight for every little food source. In the bitter cold wind, a pack of hungry wolves roams the thick ice, hunting for any sign of life. They are agile, closely coordinated, and know how to take advantage of the strength of numbers to take down prey many times larger. A mother bear and two cubs are looking for food near the ice coast. The pack of wolves discovers them, approaches from afar, and suddenly charges. At first, the mother bear uses her enormous strength to repel the attackers. But as more wolves arrive, the encirclement becomes tighter and tighter. Roars and howls blend with the cold wind, creating a tense symphony of survival. Sensing the growing danger, the mother bear pulled her two cubs back towards the water's edge. In the decisive moment, she dove into the cold water to escape, carrying her cub in her strong arms. Not every battle needs to be won sometimes. Survival is the greatest victory. In the midst of the icy region, maternal instinct is still the most sacred force of nature. In late October, when the ice was not yet thick enough to hunt seals, the long-lasting hunger drove the giant males to confront each other. The two giants stepped out into the white snow, where their breath rose in the cold. Claws clashed, jaws locked, roars echoed in the quiet space. The battle lasted until both were exhausted. No one could decide who would win. It was not just a fight of strength, but a testament to the fierce survival instinct. During the breeding season, the males protect their territory and mates at all costs. Any intruders would be challenged in a merciless confrontation. In this harsh place, only the strong have the right to survive. That is the ancient law that the ice has maintained for thousands of years. Amidst the calm Arctic ice, the agile seal rests near the open ice edge. Its plump body is covered with a thick layer of blubber, containing up to 100,000 calories of energy, a vital source of energy for all polar predators. It is the treasure that polar bears crave in their harsh journey of survival. The polar bear approached silently, its massive body blending with the white snow. The first attack was made head-on with the sound of the ice cracking, and the seal managed to dive into the deep water. Failure did not stop it. The bear changed tactics, circling behind, moving silently like a shadow on the ice. Each step was a weight, each breath blending with the cold rhythm of the ocean. And when the seal surfaced for air, in just a short moment, the hunting instinct was released precisely, neatly, and decisively. The rate of successful hunting was only 1 in 20 times, but the bear persisted. The final victory did not come from strength, but from patience and adaptability, qualities that kept it at the top of the polar food chain. In a world where ice and wind reign, the polar bear teaches that sometimes waiting is the highest form of strength. In any confrontation, the advantage lies not only in raw power, but also in the ability to maintain speed, distance, and well-timed initiative. Even a lion must pause if its prey reacts swiftly enough to disrupt the approach and re-establish a safe distance. On the savanna, seizing the initial upper hand does not guarantee the outcome. What matters most is who retains the advantage until the very last moment.